Telehealth is one aspect of the research done at the Age Research Centre in Coventry University. And here with me is the co-director of the centre, Dr. Malcolm Fisk. Hello to you. Now, for people who don't know, can you just give me a definition of telehealth?
Well, telehealth is the means by which people can access, or the way that services are delivered through telephony, through the internet, through communications technologies generally. Obviously, we've seen a rapid development in the way that technologies are available to people, and the rollout of broadband has helped in this. So it means that we can start to think about services being delivered or accessed in different kind of ways, and the new technologies that we use are very much part of this.
So what would the typical things be that people would do at home using technology?
Well, if you're a younger person, for instance, with diabetes, they might well enable you to send information to a healthcare practitioner or indeed just gather information for yourself and store it on a cloud or somewhere to help you manage your own health condition. More important, perhaps, are the larger number of older people with chronic conditions, very often heart conditions or respiratory conditions, who use different devices to measure different vital signs on a daily basis usually, to send that information again to a healthcare practitioner so that they can then advise them as to what they should do, the medication and things like this.
Now, what do you see as the implications of new technology for telehealth services?
Well, there's some very, very important implications here because of the way that mobile technologies are developing. So what it means is that whilst we've perhaps been guilty of thinking about telehealth too narrowly around vital signs monitoring, we can actually think more in terms of the relevance to all people of all ages, the way that they access and use services. So it's not just a technology or a range of services that help people stay independent at home. It is potentially a means of helping people when they're travelling, when they're in work, when they're going to college or school, relevant to people of all ages.
Now, you're working on a European Code of Practice on telehealth. Now, do we need one, and what is your thinking on it?
Well, we need one simply because telehealth is evolving so rapidly. We can see the nature of telehealth services as changing rapidly as well. Possibly there may be 101 different aspects of telehealth, from medication compliance to helping someone care for someone with dementia. All these things are in the mix. A Code of Practice will establish a benchmark quality standard to which we hope anyway that telehealth services will reach across Europe. And which will provide the safeguards that are necessary in such an area of care and support.
And what does telehealth mean for traditional health services?
Well, we can see changes will have to come about because many more people will choose to use telehealth services themselves and will very often be gathering information and data about their health conditions, which they will take to their consultants or to their GPs, and they will clearly have to respond to these services and new technologies rather than the clinicians being necessarily dictating the frameworks of health provision or support services that you may need.
Well, Dr. Malcolm Fisk, thank you very much.
Thank you.